The 7 levels of civilization on the Kardashev scale. Before we begin, one quick reality check. The original Kardashev scale only included 3 levels: Type 1, Type 2, and Type 3. Everything beyond that is a speculative extension, built for imagination, science fiction, and big picture thinking. But if we follow that extended ladder all the way up, civilization begins to look less like technology and more like magic. Part 1. Type 1 civilization, the planetary civilization. A Type 1 civilization is one that can fully use and manage the energy available on its home planet. In theory, a civilization at this level could shape weather systems, reduce the damage from earthquakes, control volcanic activity, and even redesign parts of the planet's surface. The planet would no longer be a wild environment they simply survive in. It would become a system they understand, protect, and operate. So where is humanity right now? Unfortunately, we are not even Type 1 yet. Based on current global energy use, humanity is still only around Type 0.73. On a cosmic scale, we are still a young species, digging up the remains of ancient plants and animals, burning them, and using the heat to boil water. If we manage to survive nuclear war, ecological collapse, and the other possible great filters ahead of us, it may still take hundreds of years before we truly earn the lowest entry ticket into the universe's ranking system. Part 2. Type 2 civilization, the stellar civilization. A Type 2 civilization is terrifyingly advanced. This is a civilization powerful enough to use its star like a battery. It has mastered the energy of its entire solar system. The most famous idea for this level is a Dyson swarm or Dyson sphere, a massive structure or network of structures built around a star to capture its light and heat. For a Type 2 civilization, the phrase energy crisis would disappear from history. They could move through their solar system freely. They might even adjust the orbits of planets the way we move pieces on a chessboard. If humanity ever encountered them in space, our most advanced fleet would look like a wooden rowboat drifting toward a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier. Part 3. Type 3 civilization, the Galactic civilization. When a civilization reaches Type 3, its territory may stretch across an entire galaxy. It could harness the energy of hundreds of billions of stars across a region more than 100,000 light-years wide. Ordinary stars like our Sun might be considered inefficient by then. A civilization this advanced could turn to the most extreme objects in the galaxy, including supermassive black holes, and use their surrounding energy as cosmic power plants. They might master propulsion so advanced that crossing light years feels routine, almost like finishing a cup of coffee. To a Type 3 civilization, Earth would not be a prize. It would be a grain of sand on the edge of a remote desert. Humanity might not even be worth invading, because no one crosses an ocean to conquer an anthill. Part 4. Type 4 civilization, the universal civilization. From this point on, civilization begins to move beyond anything the human mind can easily picture. A Type 4 civilization would no longer be satisfied with ordinary matter. It would understand and manipulate the deeper structure of the universe itself, including dark matter and dark energy, which together make up most of the cosmos. To them, the universe might look like a transparent machine. They could alter local laws of physics, slow the speed of light in a region, reverse gravity, or rewrite the rules that hold space together. Even a supernova or a gamma-ray burst, some of the deadliest events in the known universe, might not be enough to harm them. Within the lifespan of this universe, a Type 4 civilization would have achieved something close to physical immortality. Part 5. Type 5 civilization, the Multiversal civilization. Even a Type 4 civilization may not escape the final fate of its own universe. Eventually, the universe may face heat death, collapse, or another cosmic ending. But a Type 5 civilization would have found a way around that limit. It would break through the walls between universes and move freely through parallel realities. When its home universe grows old, when the stars burn out and space goes cold, this civilization would not have to die with it. It would simply open a doorway and migrate into a younger, brighter universe full of new stars and new possibilities. For them, a universe would no longer be the only home they have. It would be one room in an infinite hotel, something they can check out of whenever the time comes. Part 6. Type 6 Civilization, the Dimensional Civilization. A Type 6 civilization would no longer be limited by biology, physical bodies, or even time itself. It would exist as something closer to pure intelligence or pure structure. It could move through higher dimensional space, perhaps across 11 dimensions, while our three-dimensional universe would look as simple to them as a comic book opened on a table. Past, present, and future would all be visible at once. Time would not be a river carrying them forward. It would be a progress bar they could drag in either direction. If they chose to attack, they might not use missiles, lasers, or ships. They could use a dimensional strike, collapsing an entire three-dimensional galaxy into a flat, two-dimensional sheet with no thickness at all. Compared with humanity, they would not just be advanced, they would be godlike. Part 7. Type 7 Civilization, the Rulemaker Civilization. This is the ultimate ceiling of cosmic civilization. A Type 7 civilization would not simply live inside the laws of the universe. It would be the source of those laws. It might not exist in the physical universe at all. It could be something outside the screen, like the programmer writing the code behind reality. Our galaxies, our equations, our history, and even the consciousness we are so proud of might be nothing more than a massive simulation running inside its system. If it wanted to, it would not need to wage war. It would only need to press delete. Everything that exists would vanish in an instant. Meaning, memory, matter, space, and time would all return to zero, as if we had never existed at all. These are the 7 imagined levels of cosmic civilization, a ladder that begins with fire and ends with the power to create, edit, and erase universes. At first, it seems like a ranking of strength, but underneath the spectacle is a darker truth. Most civilizations may never reach the top. Humanity has not even crossed the threshold of Type 1. We still run on the inheritance of our planet, while balancing on the edge of resource limits, environmental stress, and self-destruction. And the higher a civilization climbs, the more each level becomes more than a technological leap. It becomes a challenge to physics, to time, and eventually to existence itself. From controlling a planet, to harnessing a star, to crossing galaxies, universes, and dimensions, the road has no guaranteed ending. Maybe the final form of civilization is not the one with the greatest power. Maybe it is simply the one that survives. Because in the universe's ultimate selection process, the rarest thing may not be strength. It may be making it through every threshold without being erased.